Good evening, everyone. Denise here with Denise's Stamping Creations. Happy Friday night. Just coming on to play with the, what am I playing with? The Butterfly Brilliance stamp set again. I'm actually not using the stamp set again tonight. I'm actually using the gorgeous designer series paper. I'm just counting down last couple of days to get registered for the Butterfly Bouquet Stamp Camp that I am hosting along with 3 other of my demonstrator friends on, we're doing an hour on Friday, March the 26th. Of course, I had to go look at the calendar, sorry. And then all day on Saturday, March 27th. I hope you guys can all get signed up and join us for this fun event. You can get the bundle at Denise at my shop with me at denisemp.stampinup.net. Make sure you use this host code here. Maybe if I use that finger, there we go. Then I won't be blocking my face. Use this host code to get your bundle. You want to get the whole suite for the Butterfly Brilliance, and it gets you into the stamp camp for free. Or, I mean, if you're a demonstrator and you already have the stamp set or you've already purchased it, there is the bundle that you can get with just all the card bits, and you'll get half a pack of a designer series paper. You'll get a pack of that really beautiful natural touch specialty paper. You'll get a package of the artistry balloon sequins, and you'll also get a roll of our crinkled ribbon. All the information is on my Facebook page, so hope you guys can all join us. So I'm just going to transition over to my desktop and we will start playing, and I'm going to take away that. Okay, and we are down here now, and I'm just actually going to grab my iPad just so I can see any comments coming in, because that's the only place I'm going to be able to see it at this point. Okay, I'm going to comment, and I think I've done everything correctly tonight. We're not going to get any feedback anymore. So let's just put a comment on. Okay. Perfect. Now we are going to start creating. So again, I mean, this is part of the Butterfly Brilliance suite. So I am actually going to, there we go. No, I don't want to stream it to my TV, silly thing. I am using some of the designer series paper again, the Butterfly Bijou 6x6. I'm actually using both sides of one of the papers in here. Let's see here. Where is the guy I'm using tonight, which is this one. And I know this is one I have already, like I used last night, but I'm actually just using a smaller strip of it along with the backing of it. So just kind of a different way of using the designer series paper. I'm actually going to use a stamp set out of the Peaceful Moments stamp set to go with it. And I'm actually going to be using an embossing folder as well, because what I'm going to do is with that natural touch specialty paper, I'm actually going to make the wood grain. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a pop, but we're going to have to be very careful, because when I did try this, I noticed putting it together, I can only use the liquid Tombow after that. So just be very careful if you do ever emboss with this specialty paper itself. Because it's a little bit thinner than our regular cardstock. So using the seal on the back after it's been embossed, you just have to be very gentle, but that's why I'm using the liquid Tombow on it. So what we've got here is I've grabbed our Calypso Coral, and again, regular size card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I've grabbed a piece of our Bermuda Bay and just brought that down to 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I've taken our Natural Touch specialty paper. I'm never going to remember that. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inch. Now before we actually start gluing these pieces on top of each other, I'm just going to go grab the stamp cut and emboss machine, and we're actually going to use our Pine Woods Plank 3D embossing folder, and this is what I'm actually going to use just to give this a little bit of a pop. But what I'm going to do is when I put this through the machine, I'm going to watch the wood grain, because I want the wood grains from the embossing folder to go the same way as the wood grains on the designer series paper. So let's grab our stamp cut and emboss machine, and I need plate 1 and plate 4 for this one. And unfortunately, I can't use this with the baby boss because the the pine wood plates embossing folder, it won't go through. It's too wide for the mini one, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just actually going to get this lined up. So I'm going to try and keep this as straight as I can. And with the wood grains, everything is going the correct ways. And we'll put the folder in. It is actually better when you're using the embossing folders to actually put the side that is like the open end going out the back, because then all the air pressure is coming out. So then we'll just get plate 4. So this is all you need for when you're using the 3D embossing folders, is just plate 1 and plate 4. Whoa, crash. Okay. So now we've just given our wood grain paper a little bit more texture there. So hopefully you guys can actually see that. Now, let me just stand up and see where my camera is. I think it just actually makes it pop up a little bit more. So we'll put that off to the side, and this guy off to the side, because we're done with him for the moment. And I'm just going to quickly assemble this part of the card. So as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a liquid Tombow, because this has just made it a little bit more fine because of the texture. This is not normal, like with our cardstock, you can use the seal once you've embossed. It's just because this is a very special paper. And so I'm just going to use our liquid Tombow. And I just do the same thing as I do with the seal. I go around all the edges, but I don't go right to the edge. I just leave a little bit of a gap, because with this being a liquid, it is going to kind of come out at the ends, like when you stick it down onto the paper. So we'll grab our Bermuda Bay, and ever so gently we're going to put this down, again leaving about a 1/8 of an inch border all around, and we'll just get that all down. And I'm just going to quickly stick this down as well onto the Calypso Coral, and we'll just put, no, I might as well just keep using the liquid Tombow, and we'll just go around and around. And you don't need a lot, because this actually does go a long way, especially with it being liquid. It will just kind of go all over the place. But underneath the cardstock, I'm never worried about it actually coming out, because I do leave that bit of an edge. Or I don't go right to the edge of the paper, so it gives it that little bit of room to squishy out. Okay. So that's the base of our card. Just going to put that off to the side. So then the next thing that we're going to do is, with that designer series paper, as I said, I'm using the front and the back of the same designer series paper. What I did is I've taken this, and the background is 2.5 inches wide by 5 inches long. And then I just took this, and I've already actually used this because I was playing earlier, and I just used our Taylor Takes punch to make that little shape out. And so this is 2 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches long, and this is just going to go right down smack in the middle there. So this one I am just going to use the seal, because I feel like I've got to grab some more glue out. That felt kind of low, and actually I think this is getting low too, so let's just see how this rolls. Roll away, roll away. Oh, hey, Natasha. How's it going? If you're still on there. And we'll just put a little bit there. And we're just going to put this on. And I just try to center it right in the middle. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to pop this up. And then I'm going to go grab our mini stamp cut and emboss machine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use our Stitch So Sweetly dies to cut out the shape that we're going to use to put our sentiment on this card. And because this is a little bit of a bigger piece of paper going on, that's why I'm going a little bit crazy with the dimensionals. But I just don't want anything sagging once it's down. So we'll just quickly pop those off and put them away. And we're just going to, I'm not putting this right in the center because of where I am actually going to stick our Stitch So Sweetly dies, like once I get that cut out. So it's just going to be tucked off to the side a bit there. Just going to tuck that away, and we're going to grab our Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I'm going to grab, I love this set. Oh, I already have them out. So I'm using the second to the smallest and the third to the smallest for this one. And what I'm going to do is, let's grab our mini boss and that, and we need this. And we're going to grab just a piece. I just cut this at about 2 inches wide for the Calypso coral. And I'm going to use that and this. So the Calypso coral is just going to kind of be our background. And then I'm going to do this smaller one in a piece of our Whisper White. I'm still using Whisper White because I have a ton to use up. Our white has now changed to basic white. So if you ever are looking it up and type in on the website Whisper White and it comes up as basic white, it's the same thing. Just unfortunately we lost our supplier. They closed the plant down. I think something happened because of COVID with them, unfortunately. I mean, a lot of businesses, unfortunately, you know, it happens. So now we have basic white. And I'm just actually just going to grab a scrap. And let's see, is that big enough? Yes. Okay, and we're going to use the small one. And in we go. Okay, and now we have our inside piece there. Okay, put those there. And we're just going to put this off to the side. And grab our saying out here. And I am using Thinking of You with All My Heart, because that can be used for, again, anything. That's what I love about that Peaceful Moments stamp set. There's so many great things in there that you can actually use a stamp set all year round. It's fabulous. And I'm actually just going to stamp this in our Early Espresso. Kind of like that color for stamping some of the sentiments in for the cards. And I'm just going to go tap, tap, tap. Make sure you've got good coverage. And put that right in the middle. And if you don't have these Sweet So Stitchly dies yet, you need to get them. I use this so much with so many projects. I love it. I mean, it comes with such a good variety. I mean, look at that. Look at all those, I mean, all of the rectangular shapes I love. But I mean, even these ones here for doing some of your sentiments for your cards are just fabulous. They're so much fun to play with. Okay, so now all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to glue this on top, and then we're going to use some dimensionals and pop that onto the card as well. So we'll put a little bit of seal, and this is just going to go right into the middle. And now what I'm going to do, So it's going to go right about here. But because I already have dimensionals on this, the banners, I'm just going to put dimensionals on this side and seal on this side. Else it's just going to get way too thick to put into the mail. Oh, no, that side is the dimensionals, this side is the seal. Yeah, I'm getting really close. I can tell when you're getting close to the end with the seal because it feels really tight. And it's being finicky. That's when I know I'm at the end. I can just get just a little bit, and then I will change it. And the great thing with this seal too is that when you are getting close, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bit of a red piece of tape there. So then you know you're at the end of the roll. Okay, so now we need a couple of dimensionals. And there we go. I must say I've been having a lot of fun playing with this butterfly stamp set this week. But just think about all the fun that you'll have if you come to the butterfly stamp camp. You're going to be making 8 different cards using this stamp, with this stamp set. It's going to be so much fun. Plus, each one of us demonstrators, we're doing a mystery card where we're just going to tell you the size, like the bits that go with the cards, and then you're going to create whatever you want just with all of the dimensions that we give you. It'll be fun, and it'll be great to see everybody's creations on what they come up with. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use our pearls on this card. I haven't used pearls in a while, and I thought, you know what, this would look so pretty with this card. So I'm just going to pop one there, and if you don't have your take a pick tool, this is a must-have as well. As you can see, it makes getting up our rhinestones so much easier. Let's put one there, and we'll put one at the bottom here. And there you go. There is such a quick, easy card. I mean, again, this is showing how wonderful Stampin' Up's designer series paper is. I mean, there wasn't a lot of stamping involved, and you can make a quick card in minutes, really, with the designer series paper. And it's beautiful. I mean, look at that. Love it. I'm going to have to put a little bit more glue there. That's okay. I probably just didn't stick it down very well. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to come back over to me, and we'll transition back over to me. Hello. So yeah, that is our quick card for Friday night. Hope you enjoyed that. And again, would love for you guys to come and be part of the stamp camp. Please, drop me a line if you have any problems getting registered for it. Again, would love to have you there. Just, again, think of all the fun cards that you're going to make during that time. I mean, look how beautiful that is. I love it. Anyways, I will try to come on again tomorrow. I'm getting a little bit more consistent with this. Just see how my day goes with trying to plan some more stamp events. But yeah, I will try to pop on again tomorrow with another creation. I might still use the butterfly stamp set for one more day because it is coming to an end of getting to be registered for the stamp camp. We just want to make sure everybody gets their product in time before the stamp camp on the 26th and 27th. Anyways, have a fabulous Friday night, everybody, and we'll see you all again soon. Okay, bye for now.